action. All right. That's the question.
Okay, so was the news media saying that Tiger Woods' sponsorship or rental car had a black box in it, like a 747 jet, American Airlines or Southwest Airlines, Love Field kind of airplane kind of stuff?
Yeah, they did. They said they were going to recover the black box, and I thought that was really odd. I didn't know cars had black boxes. Since when did they start putting black boxes in cars, right?
Exactly. When did they start violating? I knew there'd be another cop right there. When did they start I knew they were double dipping. That's why that other cop was following. When did they start putting black boxes in cars? When start violating your rights? I know it's their right as a rental car. Okay, maybe. I sort of don't get it though, in a way.
Yeah, I'd never.
That is a violation of independence and rights. Even though they are a company, they do have to protect themselves. When? Okay, but why do you need a black box in a vehicle?
Yeah, I'd actually never heard of black boxes in cars until they had mentioned on the news that they were going to retrieve the black box from the car, and I'm surprised nobody else has talked about that.
Exactly, and no one's whining or saying something about it?
Yeah, so what we do know is that it was like a sponsorship car, like he was getting the car for free that weekend because they were sponsoring the tournament.
Like a courtesy car that you pick up from an airport. But why does there have to be a black box in a sponsorship car?
Yeah, isn't that weird? I mean, what kind of data were they wanting to collect on Tiger?
I don't think it's specifically about Tiger. I think it's specifically about violating your independent.
Especially infringing on rights if you don't know about it. I guess the question would be, did Tiger know about it? I would highly doubt that he knew there was going to be a black box in his car.
No doubt. I mean, yeah, did they say on the form, oh, there's a black box in your car, so be careful what you say and what you do. It's like when they put a wire or a microphone on a Pepsi can, or they put a chip in your vehicle that every time you motion sensor, that every time you walk in front of it, the heater fan goes clunk, 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 clunk. And then when you open the door, the heater fan goes clunk, 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 clunk. And then when you don't even go and open up your door to the car and you just walk and stand in front of it in the garage, it goes clunk, 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 clunk. Yeah. Like, what are you trying to do? You want to track everywhere I go, everything I say? Yeah. You want to see if I can pull up in a Lamborghini like a cop car? What the freak?
Yeah, it's artificial intelligence, and I think they're trying to collect so much data that they can sell products to you, and then they can control you. I heard something that the 5G cell phone towers can be altered to affect people's moods.
I believe that one.
Yeah, so...
Oh my gosh, this is just getting way out of control. That's all I got to say. And it's getting so out of control that it almost makes you bitter, and it almost makes you paranoid.
Yeah, well, that's what...
Because if you're not into it, or you hear these things and then you actually see them, you start walking into that reality.
Right. Well, it's just
then you notice it and you try to tell other people. They think you're paranoid, or you're very bitter, or you're too hard. No, you're being naive and stupid.
Right.
And you're not noticing, and all this, oh, it's just coincidence. Oh, it's just coincidence. Oh, it's just coincidence. Okay, how many coincidences after 5 times or 10 times? That's coincidence? That's God? I don't think so. That's freaking
Internet of Things, which is basically smart appliances in your home and Ring doorbells and TVs, basically all these smart TVs. It's been, I'm sure you've heard about this, but maybe not, that the smart TVs can actually have people from the NSA, National Security Agency, actually tap in to your home and view you or record you.
let me just tell you this. I've been told over and over and over again that I live with my parents and it's an Amish house. And I'll tell you again and again and again, I'm starting to really believe it because there's several houses that leave their lights on, or every time I walk out of the patio door, a car sits almost a mile away and shines its lights over to the patio door. It's almost like they're watching to see when I come out, what I do when I come out, when I go in, if I lock the door. And then every time I turn on the TV, and this is old school TVs, not antenna, but old school TVs, every time I turn on the TV, within 5 minutes, there's a click noise.
Yeah, well, that's probably somebody on the other end, the NSA, clicking in to see what's going on.
Exactly. Do they like to see my big titties with no milk? Do they like to see my naked body? Do they like to watch
culture? And it wouldn't put it by anybody because, unfortunately, we're like revived Rome these days. And the problem with the Internet of Things, the appliances, all that interconnected stuff, then the appliances can hear and see and record what you do as well. So that's one reason that I don't want to have any smart appliances.
I will even tell you this, that I believe that my mom's computer, pay $100, $300 every so often to get all these viruses off. And when it's on, this blue light flashes, like this blue light at this house. I know that's got a camera in it.
Oh, listen to
the
this.
Blue light on her computer flashes, and it's almost like when I shut it down, it's like all the activity stops.
Oh, listen to this. So once in a while, I sell some things on eBay. And one of the products I sold on eBay a couple weeks ago had a small dot. Well, I take pictures of the products on my phone. And one of the products on eBay had a small laser-like dot blue light on it. And the customer asked, well, is that an actual spot on the product? And I said, no, that's from my camera phone. And I really didn't know why it was there, but I noticed when I was taking a picture, that blue light was shining on everything. Yeah, that's pretty sad. All right, well, over and out from the mighty, mighty Midwest.